another full day of eating on a rest day. So what we're gonna do, kick things off with this coffee right here. Flat white, Dolce Gusto Beast. This is the usual. So we're gonna wash this down, and then also what we're gonna have, if you give me a sec, I can get out of my pocket. We're gonna have this protein bar from Protein World, 21 grams of protein there. Just a little protein serving at the start of the day. So I'm gonna give a quick shout out to Protein World in a minute, but I'm just gonna give you a quick update for anyone that cares about how this bulk is going. So far, you know what? It's where I expect it to be. Body weight is slightly trending up now. So food is in a good spot, really. Like, this is where my body wants me to be, around like 75, 76 kilos. Because I'm not hungry, I'm not force feeding, and I feel like I've got energy all the time. And like, my training at the minute is really good. Like, I'm getting stronger pretty much, I say, every session. So what I'll do as well, I'll put a physique update on the next video. I might film my upper session on Saturday, get that filmed, and then you can see kind of how I'm looking at this body weight. But I feel like things ain't too bad. Anyway, let's show you what Protein World has sent me this month. We've got whey protein. Actually, not this flavor, that was last month. We've got this whey protein. So we've got the flavor banana split. Not tasted it yet, so hopefully it's good. I'm sure it will be. I've never been let down. We've got a kilo of granola. So this is something I don't mind adding into my Greek yogurt, things like that, even my oats. And you know what? Per serving is really good for fiber intake. There's 10 grams of fiber in a 50-gram serving, so that's not bad. We've got the protein bars as usual, and we've got the mug cake mix again. So per serving, only 150 calories. It's a good one just to cure my sweet tooth, which don't need curing, to be honest, because I'm eating a fair bit of food. And also, we've got a different whey protein. So this is called the Juicy Whey. So we've got a orange and mango crush flavor, along with an apple and raspberry twist flavor. That's the one I've already tried, and that is really nice. So as it's marketed, like the Juicy Whey, it literally tastes like a squash type thing. Like, you might have seen other brands doing these type of whey proteins. So it's a little bit different to the usual whey. I've not tried the other one yet, but I was impressed by that one. So if you do want any of these products, you know what to do. You can use my code if you want to, PWBRAD, and that'll give you 40% off. So I've just arrived at the gym. I've got to do 4 hours of personal training, and then we can go home and get the first proper meal of the day.
6 hours later.
So I'm back. I've done my work for the day. Well, my PT work anyway. And now we're getting in the next meal. Well, first proper meal, really. What we've got here is 4 slices of seeded bread. Seeded bread for me is the GOAT. We've got 3 slices of thick cut bacon, and we've got 3 large eggs, and I'm gonna add a little bit of ketchup as well. Well, I would add ketchup if it had come out. So you'll notice with this full day of eating, I'll typically have like a fairly high-ish fat diet for rest days. And my training days are like lower in fat and higher in carbs. That's pretty standard for most people, really, just because we want the carbs on the training day just to fuel our sessions. So I'll have a lot of like pasta, rice, hot cross buns, bagels on my training days. On my rest days as well, for literally as long as I can remember, I've been having eggs as part of like my first proper meal of the day on a rest day. So that's just because obviously it's filling, like satiating, high in protein, high fats, and it just works well as a breakfast. Like, personally, I'd rather have an omelette at the start of the day rather than like the back end of the day. So this isn't my usual kind of rest day. So you might be able to tell where I am. I'm at a golf course for the first time, so this might be a right laugh. And here's Callum now, bringing the clubs. So, yeah, there he is. This, I don't know, this is gonna be interesting. It's either gonna go really well or really bad. Oh no, he rolled it. Probably the latter. So, just finished playing golf. We did 18 holes. It only took us about 2.5 hours actually. And we did better than I thought we would. We were surprisingly, like, all right. So, within saying that though, I was hoping to go home, get something to eat before I head over into Leicester so I can get a deep tissue massage done. But I hadn't had time. So what I did do, thankfully, is I grabbed a protein shake and a banana, and I had that just after we finished playing golf. And because I won't be back home till like 6 o'clock, which is a long time for me not to eat, I've had to nip in McDonald's and got something that wasn't like horrifically bad, but provided me something, if you know what I mean. So we've got medium fries and just a chicken and bacon barbecue wrap. That's it, obviously, along with a Diet Coke. So I'll quickly scran this down. and shortly after I'll be getting put through a lot of pain. I'm back from that deep tissue massage, and yeah, as expected, it was a little bit painful. So my pec minor, which was really tight, it's just tight now, so it is getting better. Still an issue, but like I said, it is improving. That's the main thing. The other issues I've got, lats are a little bit tight, teres major seems to be really tight, so that's like limiting my external shoulder rotation a little bit, which is not ideal, but we're working on it, stretching every day, doing all the stuff I need to do, is hopefully soon that will be a lot better. Another thing I was going to touch on in this video, actually, because I went to McDonald's, it'll probably make a better title for this video rather than just a full day of eating. No, obviously I don't go to McDonald's all the time. I often, well, not often, but I do go off plan quite a bit, but I don't go crazy. So I have my like go-to staple meals, and for 90% of the time I'll always hit them. However, I'm not going to be too worried if, say for example, as long as I hit roughly my macros, I'm not bothered if my carbs are 30 grams lower than they should be and the extra calories have came from fats or protein. To me, like, that extra percent of like dedication towards these little variables, for me, they're not worth worrying about. So I'm not saying that like my way is the right way, but in my experience, like right now, my training's really well. I'm progressing all the time. On the weekends, I'll go off plan on pretty much every evening meal, but still hit my macros, well not macros, but hit my calories. It's not like I have an if it fits your macros approach, because 5 days out of 7, it's pretty much the same meals every day. But like, you know, if it's more convenient for me to go a little bit off plan, I ain't gonna worry about it too much, you know what I mean? But you know, that's how I do things. Like, I feel like if you get the fundamentals right, you know, you hit your calorie goal, your macros are there or thereabouts, you're spreading your meals evenly throughout the day, basic things like that, you're getting enough sleep, you're training hard. These are the main things. Like the finer details, in my opinion, for my own goals, like I'm not trying to be Mr. Olympia, so I don't feel the need to be, you know, being as meticulous about things. Okay, now I'm gonna eat again and drink. So, Diet Coke, along with 100 rice, 250 beef mince, 5% fat, along with some broccoli and a bit of peri sauce. In terms of the amount of sauce, just like that much, you know what I mean? I ain't weighing my sauce out. So my train day, full day of eating will be filmed on Saturday, along with a physique update, a training session, more videos to come soon. I was meant to upload the other day, and then because I'm basically not allowed to upload this video too early because of some of the bits, I can't really go into it too much, but that's why there hasn't been an upload the last couple of days. So yeah, that is it, 3,000 calories-ish today. I put the macros on the screen. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you next video.